Who am I supposed to trust when everyone sees me as a means to their ends? Where am I supposed to go when I don't exist? How do I know where I belong when I don't even know who I am? I have no real name. I'm just a number to them, a weapon, a pawn in a war I don't want to be involved in. Division M and the Prime Syndicate are two sides of the same coin. They exist because of each other. I exist because of them. I was supposed to be a solution, a way towards peace. But I'm just another problem, a liability, a mistake. I have more enemies than I can count. What am I supposed to do? I can't do this alone. I need friends.
It's live. Yes, it's live, Area. It's live. Finally, I needed the extra hour to gather my thoughts, and I always get nervous for solo streams. You know, if I do streams with other people, it is easier for me. I'm not a YouTuber, guys. I'm not a natural. I always need to gather some energy for it. So yeah. Mike. Hey, Mike. Welcome. Intriguing. What's intriguing, Mike? Tell me what's intriguing. Welcome, Area. Welcome, Mike. And I saw David. David, T minus 55 minutes. Yeah, Davy Goodness. Oh my goodness, Davy Goodness. No. Come on, guys. Yeah. And we have Gordon Goodbrother. Gordon Goodbrother's here. Welcome, Gordon Goodbrother. Nice to see you, sir. Yes. Yes, guys. I always try to think of things to make streams about. You know, I have this YouTube channel, and because, frankly, I just want to sell comics. I want to make comic books. I want to be a comic book creator, make awesome comics, sell awesome comics to you guys. But nowadays, you just need to have a YouTube channel. And I don't mind, you know, I don't mind. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, guys. It's just a reality that this is not where my talents are. So I'm always doing my best. I always try to bring you content regularly. That's a crazy word. Regularly. That's one of the words that I trip over, just as the word clothes. Clothes. That's a strange word also. But yeah, and so at least once a week. And for solo streams are something that I do when I can't get together a crew to do the Dutch Angle, for instance. And nowadays we have Triple D. But this time I wanted to do a solo stream with you guys. Just talk with you guys, because I actually had something that I was thinking about that also relates to my YouTube channel. And I want your opinion and your feedback. So please talk to me. You can ask me anything. You can just interact. We're doing this together, guys. So yeah, thank you all for showing up. Clothes are strange. Yeah. Well, clothes are pretty. Yeah. Wearing clothes is pretty strange also, probably. I know. Oh, the stream's title is intriguing, good sir. Yes, the stream's title. Right. Yes. I was thinking, what should I call it? It's called I Just Don't Care Anymore. Mike, I made a ticker So let me see that. I just don't care anymore. Here it is. Show. So stream. I just don't care anymore. Excellent. I got the right one. I just don't care anymore. Okay, guys. It doesn't mean I don't care about you guys. It, absolutely not. I love you guys because you guys always show up for my streams, and you subscribed, and you follow me. You buy my books. You share it. Without you, I can't even do this. So yeah, um, I care about you guys. I care about the customers, about the viewers, but there are things that I just don't care about, and which are things that I sometimes think that they are integral to what I'm doing, or I think that they are part of this entire thing, this entire community, or network, or however you want to call it. Um, so yeah, I've been collecting comic books for a long time, As you can see, these are collections from like decades, decades since I could read. I read comics. I loved comics, guys. I absolutely loved comics. Comics made me want to be a creator, want to work in comics. I wanted to work for Marvel. I wanted to work for DC. I wanted to be an artist because of comics. I learned how to draw and how to write and how to make things. So yeah, you know, but things changed. Things changed. I think we all know. I think we all know this. That in just a few years back, I think I first noticed it in I think it was 2018. So 2018, I suppose I was still a bit blind to everything that was going on. It was starting, right? So things were getting a bit weird, and I noticed when a YouTube channel made a review of one of my series called Earthling, um, and it was a really strange video. So I sent these guys 4 issues of my series Earthling, and it was the first international series that I had produced. And it's a lot of work to make a comic book, guys, especially when you try to appeal to the American market, um, as a European. And so there was this review, and this reviewer had picked one panel or one page from the first issue, and his entire review was about the comic being racist. And no one has ever told me this before. I never heard of such a thing. It was really strange. And yeah, and he had one page as example because there was this Chinese guy who was this Chinese guy who was being attacked by the hero, and there was this other guy who was a blonde guy, and he ran away. So this reviewer was like, yeah, because this Chinese guy is a stereotype, right? And he's getting beaten up, and the blonde guy gets away, and it's racist. And but I send him 4 books, and if you turn the page, you see that the blonde guy gets it also. But he never turned the page. He had his narrative, and he wanted to present the book as something that it wasn't. And I was completely perplexed. I was like, what is this? This is what is this? And people who actually read the comics commented on the video, like, you have to read the entire book. And these comments got deleted. So it was really strange, man. And this was the first time that I got introduced to this whole SJW woke thing. Uh, and after that, I began to notice, and I began to see it with other people, and this. So we all had this point where we began to think, hey, something strange is going on. This was my moment. Um, Arya says, "Oh my God, Dave! So far this story is hilarious." Oh, you mean that? I almost think the Arya is yanking my chain. You're yanking my chain, man. Gordon says, "American sensibilities drive me crazy, and I am one." Right, right. Yes, it's really strange, but it's also seeping in here in the Netherlands and in Europe, and it's kind of everywhere. But you guys, you got it the worst. Yeah, yeah. Gordon, I'm 37 years in with comics reading and collecting. All right, yes, that's excellent, man. Yeah, there are some great comics, man. There are some. My love for comics is because there have been made excellent comics by people who loved comics, by actual creative people with imagination and skills, and they made these awesome characters and stories that we enjoyed. The stories that became so popular that nowadays it's this huge uh, enterprise with movies made by people who don't really often understand the material that we fell in love with. You know, so so what I'm trying to say, right, is that at some point I just fell out of love with comics. I still loved the old work, and I loved some of the newer material, like Invincible and The Walking Dead. But those series also ended. So basically, right now, I don't have any comic book series that I still read or buy or follow. I lost complete interest. Um, I lost complete interest. The only interest that I have is in indie comics, uh, because that's where the people go who want to get away from all these weird things where books are not being judged by the quality of the book, but by the skin color of the creator, or the gender of the creator, or the gender skin color of the characters, or just some weird ass shit. I can't get into it, guys. It's I don't get it. I'm not the smartest man, right? I Some things I just don't get, and I don't understand why people want to get enjoyment out of ruining what other people created and what other people loved for decades. You know, I don't get it, guys. It's Sin Killer. Sin Killer. Gordon says superheroes need to retract back into the comics. Maybe TV cartoons, but Hollywood's usage needs to die down. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's if you look Gordon, if you look at the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right, with the first Iron Man movie, you had earlier movies, of course. Blade was pretty decent, but yeah. So those first 10 years were just killer, were just fantastic. We were like, wow, it's it's so the characters that we loved, we actually saw the characters that we loved on the screen. But we now moved into this woke era, and so everything now is no longer produced to reflect the things that we loved, to bring what we love from the book to the screen, but it's now produced to to piss you off, to it's so strange, and so around so I I walked away from all of that, right? So around the Captain Marvel movie, I never saw that one. I saw the movie after, and then I just walked walked away. I haven't seen the series. I haven't got Disney Plus. I did see the Spider-Man movies because they were presented on Netflix. I have Netflix. I watch it, and they're actually pretty decent. Um, I just don't care. I don't watch them anymore because I love them. But when they're presented, I might watch them, but I'm no longer interested really. I have a very low tolerance now for all this bullshit, and so I also walked away from Star Wars. I bought the Last Jedi. I remember I bought the Last Jedi. I watched it at home on my own. It was done, and I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" And that was the last thing that I ever watched that was related to Star Wars. No more Star Wars. I never watched the last one. So and it's strange to me that look, when I go online, I see so much people talking about all this stuff that I have no interest in. I don't care about Marvel. I don't care about DC. I don't care about Star Wars or anything Disney related. And I see people, and I get this, right? I get this. I am a comic book creator. I have followers that love comic books. I follow other people that love comic books. I get it. Um, so it's a large part of what I see and what people talk about, and it because it is something that I checked out of like years ago. Um, but I keep seeing it through other people, right? Other people keep, and sometimes I comment also, but I don't want to. I don't really want to. I think the problem is, guys, that oh wait guys, if I miss anyone, I'm so sorry. Ryu, hey, welcome Ryu. Nice to see you, sir. Iron Man was not comic accurate either, but the movie was great because it had art and character that the other MCU movies almost don't have. I think Iron Man was the most comic book accurate version of a movie that you could get. You have to change some things up in order to adapt it to movie format. So yeah, but they did a great job. And then we have the Sin Killer. Hey, Sin Killer. Welcome, Sin Killer. I saw The Mandalorian and it's great. Don't care about the rest. Wait, the animated series are good. The animated series of yeah, that's that's the years back. Yeah, the Clone Wars that had the animated series that was fantastic, absolutely phenomenal. I love that. Oh, you were the one who bought that copy of The Last Jedi. Yes, and I sold it also. So the same week I sold it to someone else, and I told him have fun with it. Mike says Star Wars died by 2012. I never wasted my time after the regret of The Last Jedi. Yes. Same here. The Last Jedi was the final straw. That was it. And I was so looking forward to introducing these movies to my nephew. Going with my nephew to the theater. I don't even go to the theater no more because people suck in the theater, man. They just talk and play with the phones, and they're loud, and because just like the producers of these movies, moviegoers don't care anymore either. It's just something to do, you know. There's few people go to the movies because they love movies. They go to the movies because it gives them something to do. Let's do something. Yeah, let's go to the movies. And then they plumb down there and just bah, 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 bah. And man, and I'm not spending any more money to sit there and listen to other people yap and get into fights and get annoyed. So luckily now you have your own streaming services, and even that it's difficult to find decent stuff on, you know. Hey, Marvin, welcome, Marvin. I think there's a lot of noise around popular things. When they are niche, it's quieter. Right? Yes, this is true. This is true. Uh, uh, Dark Side, welcome, Dark Side. Marinus, and of course Tony Horton. Welcome, Tony Horton. I am so glad that you guys show up to listen to me stutter and rant about modern shit. I sound like this old man. Everything used to be better when I was young, you know. But yeah, everything was better when I was young. Every cool franchise that is ruined now was created when I was young, you know. So what cool new material, new franchises are created nowadays, right? Not much. What is it? John Wick? There's not much. Tank Ferret? Tank Ferret. Welcome, Tank. Smash that like button and hit that bell to receive all notifications. Thank you, Tank. Always cool to see Tank. Mike says, sorry guys, I'm going through the chat at random. My 11-year-old nephew isn't interested in more than the original trilogy, which I showed him this summer. Right? Yes. Well, that's the best trilogy. So yes. Captain America, the first Avenger, was pretty accurate to the source. Must have been an accident. No, I don't think so. I think in the beginning people actually knew what they were doing, like Jon Favreau and Feige, and these people knew what they were doing. They knew the characters, the material, their audience. But nowadays it's completely different landscape. People don't give a shit. You know, it's look what do they nowadays want? What kind of currency do these creators want? They don't create really. They just pick something that other people made and they change it up completely and spit it out. And it's they don't really care about quality. And then you have shows like the She-Hulk or like the Rings of Power. They don't care about the source material, and yet people continue to watch it. And the only reason that, look, when will this stop? When will we return to a system where products are being produced based on talent and skills and intelligence and actually the desire to make something good for your audience? So will that ever return? And if the currency right now is not making something good, then it's so you get money, right? So money, then it's make something that gets people talking. So this is why nowadays you get all these characters that they change up, like different skin tones and or we do gender swaps or whatever, you know. So so it gets people talking, and then they can post about it. They can say, "Oh, there's all phobes and ists," and so distracting from the fact that that you just made a a crappy movie or crappy series. It doesn't matter. You can make other shit, and you can still get away with it as long as people complain about it. And you can say it's the racists, it's the bigots, it's the and I look these people, these SJWs or wokies or anti-fans or whatever you want to call them, right? Um, they have no power that is not given to them because they don't have the skills to make something, uh, to make something new. They don't care about the material. They don't care about you um, as the customer. Um, so so why do they keep making this then? If it's not merit based, then what is it? It's the currency that we give them. Attention, they want attention. So what if right they make this other shit show, like for instance I saw this you now have this thing with Ariel, and they made Ariel black. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone, oh, Ariel's black. Ariel's black. Uh, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because I won't watch it. It's utter shite. And what if they present this thing with a black Ariel, and there was just silence. No one responded. No one went to see it. No one talked about it. Nothing. It was just screams in the void. Nothing. Then they have no power. They have nothing because that's what they want. And we always give it to them. We give them what they want: attention. So they can write articles about it and complain about the fandom being terrible. Guys, I'm so sick of it. I just don't care. I don't care about all this shit. Yet people keep bringing it up. They keep talking about fucking Ariel. And now you have like things are being posted now about some dark-skinned actress who people say should play Rogue, right? Someone posted it. I don't know, right? Someone posted this, and I see people retweeting it and talking about it. No, it can't be. It isn't. It isn't even real. But because of this attention, it may become real. Because they see, hey, we have power. We have power over the audience. This generates attention. This generates free marketing. So let's make Rogue black. It's just ignore them. Silence. Complete. Deprive them of the attention that they need. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me see in the chat. Dojo Kun. Hey, welcome, Dojo Kun. Far too many moviegoers think that they are now Marvel experts just because they've seen them. I cringe when I overhear conversations about the characters. yeah. Look, I've accepted that there are basically two realities. You have the movie versions and you have the comic book things. But I think if you want to make movies about material that has been made popular because it is good, so it's so popular that you want to benefit from it, you want to make a franchise, a movie franchise of it, then respect the material. That's all that I want, and they can't do that no more. Have you watched Primal or Rick and Morty? I love Rick and Morty. I also talked to Pumps Pack. He was a guest on my show once, and he was one of the producers, on Rick and Morty. So yeah, excellent show. I loved it. Primal, I don't think I've seen Primal. No, I don't actually watch many shows. I just don't have the time, so I need to be selective with what I can watch. Mike says, yeah, that's what I meant. That faithfulness and care was an accident for 21st century Disney Corp. Those directors did well. Oh, so you mean they accidentally hired uh, people who cared, right? When the consumers demand that enough, Dave, instead consume. Yeah, I don't get why people continue to consume. Instead, look, instead of complaining that the shield sucks or the ring of power sucks, walk away, ignore it. I don't get it why people care so much about something that you can simply ignore. You know, it's I don't watch it. I do love the Lord of the Rings. I love those movies. I have the special editions with all the extra material. I watched them all several times. I even got The Hobbit, and the Ring of Power doesn't interest me one bit. It isn't meant for me because I love the other movies, and I know this is just this is hijacking the name to gather viewership, and they made these changes knowing there were it wasn't according to the lore, but they didn't care. And because they didn't care, why should I care? You know. Sim is here. Welcome, Sim. Wow, a lot of people showing up. Hello, Sim. Yeah. Tank Ferret says it's all about marketing, and outrage marketing is very successful right now. Yes, yes, but who is giving these people the outrage? We are. All that they do is shit, is make a shitty product, put it out there, and the rest is up to us. And we take the bait. It's just throwing out the bait, and we bite, you know? So stop biting. Ignore them. The Sin Killer says Disney is killing our childhood. Hopefully they'll close their doors and we'll have hope again. Nope. That will never happen. Yeah. People say that Disney's killing the childhood. Look, my childhood is behind me, and what happened then is still there. You know, I watched the original Star Wars movies. I watched the old comic books that were excellent. That made me fall in love with comic books. All of that was still there. The old He-Man cartoons, Thundercats, you know, all that awesome stuff that I loved. That's still there. And the fact that people now, that these producers and these companies right now are dismantling everything, doesn't affect that. You know, it doesn't affect my childhood, but it does affect the way current generations experience these franchises. So it's not the same franchise no more. Star Trek is not the franchise that it once was, you know. So the Trekkies of now are not the same as then. It's these things change, but they have been changed on purpose. So they have not, look, things change, obviously, but in this case, they have been forced into something else because they want to dismantle the franchise and appeal to new people, to a new audience. So yeah. In the US, as long as they check the boxes, they get the ESG money. They don't care about the fans. Exactly. They don't care about you, so stop caring about them. You know. Let me see if I missed something. They could at least cast a good-looking black woman. Oh man, what's the lady called from she was in Star Trek, and I think she was in this movie called The Losers. Zoe Saldana. Oh, she's gorgeous, man. Zoe Saldana. I always, I always had something with her, man. She was gorgeous. And Halle Berry back in the day. Wow, just wow. Um, Ryu, Arial blackness. Yes, exactly. Feeding the algorithm. Yes, yes. You should be sick of it, Dave. It's been literal decades of this BS. Yeah, I think it's since 2018 that I began to notice it, and I'm pretty. My tolerance level is pretty low. So it's like, that's it. I'm done. I walk away. That's it. But it fascinates me that that the tolerance level of other people is so high. They keep complaining, yet they keep consuming. And I'm like, why? Why? You are doing this to yourself. Stop consuming the shit that you don't like. Accept that some things are just over. It's just over. Make make something new. Read new things. Read Perfect 10. Make new shit. There is a completely new sea of franchises ahead. You know, new things to discover. We don't need 80 new years. 80 years more Star Wars or Batman or whatever. We have new stuff going on, new stuff. um, Kiki Palmer? Kiki Palmer? What's the name? Sounds familiar. I'm not sure who she is. Sumo Thori. Hey, welcome, Sumo Thori. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. I, I continue to see excuses made. Yes. Oh, you're complaining about a made-up character with a crab and a friend and a fish. Tills for lag. Shift. This is also the thing, right? Everything is so stupid. You can't have a normal discussion about these things no more. No one can talk on a rational level, or if you try it just gets shut down because everything is so sensitive and in, infected with all this poisonous shit, man. It's just walk away. It's not worth it. You can't talk about it. If you don't like it, just don't watch it, ignore it. Enjoy new stuff. There's new stuff being produced. Enjoy the new stuff. Ignore the old. If you ignore the old, it will eventually wither away because they cannot survive without attention. Do not watch it. Do not talk about it. Do not even think about it. It doesn't exist. And they will poke you. Hey, we made another reboot of this franchise that you love. We made a reboot. This time with all transsexuals. Please respond, say something, and then you completely ignore them. I don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want with it. It's dead to me. Sugar Chris, welcome, Sugar Chris. Welcome, man. Let me see. Mike says there are two realities, all right. Last century and all previous human history, then this century. Yeah, there is like this cutoff point for me, like 2018, and before that, yeah. It's, all right, everyone's saying hello. The Sin Killer says Blade will be Chinese, Black Panther, Latino. No. They will never touch the black characters. No, they will tell you Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth is a fictional place with elves and hobbits, and you can change anything you want. It's not real. And Ariel lives in the sea with a talking crab. It doesn't matter. But don't you dare touch Wakanda. Wakanda. You can't touch that. That's too real. That's too real to me. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, they change everything. And why do they change everything? Because they can, and it generates outrage. Stop giving them outrage. They don't create the outrage. they just make the product, and then they wait, and then we create the outrage, and we make videos about it and reviews, and you can find millions of hours of streams of people talking about Lord of the Rings, or the Rings of Power, and how they ruined this, and how they ruined that, and how terrible this is, and how terrible that is. And I don't care anymore. I've noticed that I've actually stopped watching these streams or these reviews. Sometimes I still watch them to keep up to date with what's going on right now in this cultural landscape. But truth be told, I don't really care anymore. What I care about making cool stories. I care about Perfect 10. I care about my customers. I care about making something awesome. And I care about that people get my comic book and they're like, this is great. This is awesome. This is escapism. Um, and this makes me happy. And these creators nowadays, this doesn't make them happy. It isn't their goal to make you happy. It is their goal to piss you off. So don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Um, Mike says it was obvious as soon as Amazon Corp got its grips on Tolkien's IP that their intention was to wreck it with this exact shit. So predictable, it was painful. Look, something else, right? If you like it, if you like the Rings of Power, and you like She-Hulk, and you like the new Star Wars things, and you like what they did with He-Man, or whatever the fuck. If you like it, that's great. I am very happy for you. Enjoy it. It's for you. It's made for you. If you like it, it's made for you. If you don't like it, it's not made for you. So what's the point of complaining about it? I'd rather have a different She-Hulk show. I'd rather have something awesome. But other people don't mind She-Hulk, like I like the way that it is. That's fine. Enjoy it. I'm not spending my time on it. Tank says I'd rather hear more about things like Six Gun Gorilla, Perfect 10, Net, and the like. Exactly, Tank. This is true. This is also with, for instance, right? You have these awesome artists within this indie community, and they post their art online. Of course, they do, and then they have this awesome pin-up of Spider-Man or the Hulk, and I'm like, meh, huh? It's well drawn. It's very well executed. It's very skillfully made. I applaud you. It's very well done. But it's something of the mainstream. It's I don't care. And then they post something and they drew the embrace, for instance. I'm like, yes, this is what we need. We need more people drawing independent characters, independent franchises. We need to build these things. We need to move away from the old and embrace the new. And indie is the new. Dojo Kun says we need remakes of Gone with the Wind, Ben-Hur, and The Sound of Music. We do. I don't care. Roland, hey, Roland is here. Welcome, Roland. Hi, my friend. Apologies, I was late. No worries, sir. I'm just glad you are here. Chris Fisk. Hey, Chris. Hello. David Feed says, I'm convinced that Rings of Power is money laundering. Yeah, maybe. It's sometimes difficult to grasp that something this terrible is made on purpose. Just yeah. It Is this really the product that you get when you do your best, when you give it your all? You know, is this the best that you can do with the She-Hulk? You have the rights to make a series of the She-Hulk. You have the actors, you have the money, you have the rights, and this is the best that you could do. And people watch it and they're like, no, I like it. Okay, if you like it, that is awesome. I think it could have been better if they actually cared. I think they don't care, right? And I think it shows. And if they don't care, then why should I? That's basically it. Um, Edith, hey Edith, welcome Edith. From the sound of it, I jumped in at the right time. You always jump in at the right time. Tank Ferret says, I was just saying that if I was CFO of Rings of Power project, I'd want to see all receipts because the cash sure isn't going into production. Right. I get it. Yeah, it was a very, very expensive show, right? Like incredible expensive. Sugar says people need to learn to focus on the things they like and stop focusing so much on things they are angry about. Just ignore the new stuff. Yes, but we know this won't happen. Look, Disney can shit out new stuff. They can dismantle anything, any franchise that people like, and they can always count on the backlash. People cannot help it. They can't help it. They can't just ignore it. Like giving Disney the middle finger by just ignoring it. They can't do it. It's not in people for some reason. And some people it is, but Zoe played Gamora. All right, Gamora. Yes. Oh yeah. Zoe Saldana's great. Chris Fisk. I'm not angry. I'm just depressed that all of my hobbies were hijacked and have told me that they don't want me to be the customer anymore. Yes, I totally understand. It took some getting used to also. It is something you have to accept, and there's nothing you can do to actually change it. And it is depressing, but you have to try and see it from a positive point, right? The old things you still have. So the things you loved are still there, right? What we have now is complete crap. But because things are crap now, we can make new things, and this is our benefit, you know. So let them ruin anything. Let them do it. I don't give a shit no more. Ryu said, yeah, I hated the X-Men movie. Everyone I knew loved it. Oh yeah. Batman should have ended when Bane broke his back. Right. Look, it is also the thing. How many more years do we actually want these old franchises to go on? You know, you have like Spider-Man. Look, Spider-Man is cool, but haven't they done everything now with him? Everything to the point. They're now just they're not even, Peter Parker's not even married to Mary Jane no more. And what new stuff can they actually think of? The same with Batman. All the cool stories have been told, and then you get something like a run by Tom King, and how is that improving something? I think like Invincible. Robert Kirkman did it right. He had 15 years of Invincible. He finished the story, so it was actually finished. So no one else can pick it up and change things. Yeah, except for the animated movie right now. But so he did it right. 15 years, awesome superhero book. It ended. So the era of Invincible done. We don't need like 80 more years of Invincible comics. You know, the best stories have been told. Tank says, I'm glad I walked away from mainstream comics in 97. Whoa, that's early. That's early, 97. Oh, Kiki Palmer is the woman being fancast as Rogue. Fine. Look, not saying anything about Kiki Palmer. I don't know her. It's not about that. It's not about it. It just, what I'm trying to say is that someone made this, and now people share it. They talk about it, and they make this happen. They bring this into reality. So just ignore things, and the sooner things will change. You know. Um, Dave's kicking the crap down the road. We should all subscribe to the Kylo Ren school of let the past die, kill it if you must. Yes, those are wise words. We will make something far better. Exactly. In the future, David. In the future, we will have movies of red eyes, and we will travel in the universe you made, in the world that you built. And after you are dead, then new people who will be born then, who know nothing about the franchise, never loved it, they will take it up and they will change everything about it, and you will turn in your grave. Um, yeah, you can't let the depression happen. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Chris. It's all not worth it. This is it, man. It's all not worth it. I know I know that you guys love these franchises. I loved it too. I loved Marvel comics so much that I wanted to work for Marvel. And I wanted to learn to draw and to write and to make my own superheroes. I love Marvel so much. But at some point I fell out of love. Marvel is not the same that it was. It's completely different company with a different mindset and attitude. Marvel doesn't love me, so I moved on. You know, um, the people behind Marvel and DC are not genuine comic fans, and Jim Lee is an idiot. Yes, but you guys are genuine comic fans. I can always count on you guys. If you genuinely love comic books, then at some point you also have to know when to let things go. It's yeah. Roland says, no, wait, yeah. Roland says, isn't casting a person of color for a Anderson fairy tale? I think you mean not cultural appropriation because it's written in a prominent European culture at a time there almost none people of color in Denmark. Yes, then it's a Danish fairy tale. Look, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes absolute sense anymore. It doesn't need to make sense. All they want is for us to talk about it and to bicker to give them fuel. That's what they want. Chris says, yes, but what people don't have culture, according to the Marxists vandalizing our cultures. Amazon made Galadriel a 1,000-year-old Karen. Such a shame, not my Tolkien. Exactly. And still people keep watching. Even people who complain about it, they watch because they are curious. They can't help themselves. They need to see, what did they ruin? Oh, what did they ruin? I want to see it. I want to see what they ruined. And maybe they have a YouTube channel, and then they can make videos about it, right? I don't want to spend my time doing that. I don't want to use my YouTube channel for these things. So this is also one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about, because I always need to think of new content for my YouTube channel. And there are like a gazillion YouTube channels who do like these videos or these streams where they complain about all this shit going on. So first off, I don't really need to do this, and second, I don't really want to. But I started a little while back with David Feed and with Bristolian Dave. I started the Triple D, and Triple D was more like I tried to find something to give the viewers, the audience watching this, something of which I thought that the audience wants. So, and because I see people constantly talk about these things. I thought, okay, let's spend 1 hour per week talking about this also and laugh at it, um, because people like that. It it interests people, and I do it together with David and with Bristolian Dave because, frankly, I don't really know much about it. I don't watch these things no more. I don't care about these things no more. So I I actually need to look for information to talk about. I have to look for material. So what's been happening this week? Okay, this happened. Let's talk about it. But frankly, I don't really care. But I do it because I think that you guys like it when we talk about it. Um, if if I don't talk about the things that that really that I really don't care about, what kind of show can I do? Sorry that I started, guys. I'm getting a bit riled up, and then my stutter becomes worse. Um, so maybe you guys can help me. You can tell me what kind of content would you like to see from me. What kind of shows can we make? We can still do the Dutch angle because the Dutch angle has one topic, and this topic can be something that we like. So no problem. And I drink with Brink. I like doing that also because I can talk to other creators. Um, so yeah. Um, so you guys can tell me what kind of stream are you missing? Is there something that you think that I can provide for you through this channel? You know, um, Dojo says, "I was kidding, Dave. We do not need those remakes. Sarcasm, mate. Yes, sarcasm. Sarcasm is far more difficult to discern nowadays, man. It's yeah. Guy Ladriel is pushing them white man back into jail. Right. I don't know what you're talking about. uh, let me see. Let me see, guys. Sorry if I missed things. Yeah, this not what I am saying. If you like She-Hulk, Attorney Law, that is fine. Enjoy it. I think it's mediocre, and we should demand better. That's what I think. I think maybe kids will like it, but then again, you have She-Hulk twerking, and I'm not. I don't know, man. I just don't know who the audience is supposed to be. Guess I have to continue writing, JW, down to the last chapter. Yes, sir. Keep writing. Keep writing, Spore Hacker. Make new stuff. Make awesome stuff. Create. Too many people nowadays are determined to destroy. So what we need to do is create. Yes. Let me see, guys. What else you got? What else you got? Roland says they force us to make new things because they can't. They can only destroy. However, it resulted in other people create some awesome new IPs. Good things to look forward to. Exactly. Exactly. Kiki Palmer, teenage fans have more time on their hands to argue, tweet with normal adults. Yes, yes, this is also the thing. This is also the thing. I'm a grown ass adult. I don't have the time or the patience to argue about trivial shit with people who are half my age. It's not worth it, guys. It's all just so stupid. It's also so dumb and so stupid. Nothing matters. These franchises don't matter no more. They mattered to us once. I get it. Once they mattered to us because we were young. We grew up with them. We had these phenomenal movies and comics and cartoons. And these movies and comics and cartoons still exist. We can watch them over and over. Ignore the rest, man. Ignore the rest. Yeah. Let me see. Yes. Don't give them power. Don't give them power, guys. That's all that I'm saying. Chris says, I find myself looking backwards more than looking forwards these past years. Yes. And if you look backwards, then you know what you like, what other people like, because most of us like the stuff that we grew up with. So the new stuff that we make resonates with the stuff that we used to love, So we bring that energy back. Bring it back. Bring it back. New format, new packaging, new stuff with the energy that we loved, with the things that worked for us, that made these things popular in the first place. Too bad Bristolian Dave is not here, so I can rag on him for buying Marvel comics. yeah, 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 yeah. You buy them too, right, Marins? But you do it so you can review it. So that's cool. That's excused. Corporate ownership, rampant acquisition has led to established creative bankruptcy. Yes, it's all about reaching the largest possible audience. Not even right. They're not even catering to the largest audience, the audience with the money. So I don't get it, man. It's all, everything is stupid. Shadowhawk Talks, welcome Shadowhawk Talks, welcome to the show. I need to take a little drink, guys. I've been talking too much. The Sin Killer says, I love Triple D's so much. Well, we can continue. Look, man, we can continue, but at least you guys know what my stance is, right? And what I find more fascinating than the franchises themselves is the people. So people responding to it. The fact that people can't let it go, or they get riled up, or they this fascinates me. Why can't people just move on? Why can't people just not let go? If you do not have a YouTube channel that you need the content for, right? I can get it. You do reviews, I get it, right? If you do not have that, you're just a customer, and why do you cling to it so badly? Just let it go. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere, guys. Let me see, guys. Ryu says there is no way I will watch The Rings of Power as a fan of the previous movies. Yeah, same here. Do you have any comic shops in the Netherlands? I'd like to see how a Dutch LCS differs from an American one. Yes, there is. There are comic book shops, not that many. The bigger cities have them. I have one like 15 minutes drive from here. That's my regular store. They have most European stuff. Then they have a huge section with manga, and they have relatively small sections with superhero material. Not much going on there, because people just don't buy as much superhero stuff anymore. Yeah, but back in the day, there were superheroes was most of it. That was the draw. Marvel, that brought customers in. Nowadays, it's more like manga and European titles. Yeah. Roland says, yeah, I do watch She-Hulk. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't like it, but also don't dislike it. However, I don't complain about it. In general, I think people should voice their dislikes less. Right. Well, people can voice their dislikes, but what I don't get is people who complain yet keep returning to it. I don't get it. Oh, I hate this show. I keep watching it. I don't get it. Stop watching it. Dave, what other topics or areas are you passionate about? Lord Crackhead is doing well with his House of Dragon streams. Suntech dives into artist books he likes. Those a lot of streams I miss because they're outside of my time zone. I should keep up with what Lord Crackhead is doing. Um, but yeah, I need to think about that, Sumo. I really need to think about that. I like collectibles like this. Look at this, guys. Look. Ooh, this is Kasumi from Dead or Alive. So just this little manga statue. I like that. I like that. I have this one also. This one also. Another lady from the from the manga series Ikitusen. 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 So yeah, I just I can show you that. But yeah, other than that, I really I really need to think about it. I will think about it, Sumo. Let me see. What else are you guys? You guys are on fire today, man. Mike says the older movies that have been replayed at Dutch theaters lately. The older movies that have been replaying at Dutch theaters lately. How do you know that? Dutch theaters. Good things that still exist. And here's another distinction: are repeatedly rewatchable. Yeah, good things you can experience over and over. Um, are you sure you're from the Netherlands, Dave? I'll have my series, The Sin Killer, published there. Oh, really? Ooh, excellent. With Reboot Comics, maybe? Is that possible? Or maybe with Genuine Comics? Ooh. Look, yeah. Um, Chris says my boss has those exact Bishoju statuettes when I worked in the game development. He kept them in a glass display. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Usually they're up here. I have these boxes, these display boxes where they're in, but I put them here for today so I could show you guys. Yeah. Yes. Hicks Villain. Hey, Hicks Villain. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. This was a little. Yeah, this was a big one. It was a big one. This true. I have smaller ones. Yeah. And Pops is also here. Hey, Pops. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should keep on ranting. It's basically I want to invest my time with things that make me happy, and what makes me happy is what is making comic books, making cool comic books, and modern corporate comics. I'm not sure if it's still mainstream. It's the movies, yes, but the comics, it's more corporate, right? Uh, these comics make me sad. I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. So I want to focus on Perfect 10 and my other titles and building, expanding genuine comics and giving you awesome comic books. Um, and being satisfied with my work. I want to know that I gave it my all. You know, not like half-assing things. Like, yeah, here you have a comic book. Like like Marvel is doing now. It's. I don't know, man. I moved away, and the only reason I still keep a little bit up to date with Marvel, DC, Disney, Star Wars, all these things is because I'm in this community with creatives and customers, and I have my YouTube channel. Yeah, right. Um, oh, fairies, yes, with Mike Jimmy, yeah, awesome, excellent, man. Roland says, I think people have difficulty to let go is because it's like you fell in love with girl, but suddenly she changed and doesn't want you anymore, but you want to keep trying to make it work. Yeah, it won't work. It won't work, Roland. In the end, you have to realize it's over and you need to move on and find new love. Exactly, Roland. So stop watching She-Hulk. No, man, no, man. If you like it, watch it, enjoy it. I am very happy for you. It's not for me, and that's fine, that's fine. So, okay, to condense the stream down, right? I was saying I moved on from mainstream stuff. I don't care about it. I don't give a shit about it. I want to focus on things that make me happy, and I need to think about what this means for my YouTube channel. I also want to give you guys what you like. So because you come and watch me, and I really appreciate it. So I want to offer you content that you enjoy, but it also has to be something that I enjoy, right? So I need to think about it, and I think the Dutch angle will stay. Only I wish the Dutch angle was more regular, but we just can't make this happen. And a drink with Brink suddenly certainly stays. So yeah, beyond that, I have to think about some options, right? Hicks Villain says, I quit the mainstream comics back in 2016. Yeah. I appreciate indie books because most of them are telling a creator's story, not some Netflix pitch. This is also true. God damn, this is true, man. Many of these new creators, they just make books because they think it's this stepping stone to having their own Netflix series, which is what they really want. They don't care about comic books. They want their Netflix thing, you know. Chris says people have difficulty letting go because it's a part of their culture, right? We've witnessed foreigners invading our culture and vandalizing it. People don't want to move on from their culture, right? I get it. It's all complicated. It's yeah. That's a good point, man. Ryu says the same here, Dave. Writing my own things that makes me happy, and also at the same time, people appreciate your craft. Really, yes, sir. Give us more insight in the Jamie universe. Yeah, but I do this through the books. But I can show you something else. Let's move away from it. I've done my ranting. I've shared with you my thoughts on this. So let's end with something fun, something that I love, something cool. So, as some of you may know, I decided in my eternal wisdom that I wanted to change things up for Perfect 10 issue 3. So some pages will be changed because the story will change a little bit because the book was done, and then I suddenly thought of this new story element that I didn't think before. Right. So okay, but all the pages. So some pages will not be reused. Some pages will be moved over to issue 4. Other pages will be replaced. But I thought maybe it's cool to show you guys the layouts for pages. So Pau gets the script, and then he sends me the layouts for pages, right? And these are usually very sketchy. In the beginning, Pau made layouts that were very detailed, and I was like, oh, look at all these details, and this is just a layout. And then I didn't dare to tell him that I wanted some things different. It was just, oh, Pau, I'm really sorry, Pau. You did a fantastic layout, but please make your layouts less detailed. Just keep it simple, keep it sketchy, so we can change things up easily, right? And nowadays he sends me very sketchy stuff, so I can show you something from issue 3 that we probably probably will not use. So these are sketches of pages that have been replaced, right? Oh, I hope I told that correctly. Share the screen. Share the screen. Okay, so this is a layout for a page. Share. This is what I get from POW. So this is this was the former page 26, right? So this page is completely done. It is completely drawn, colored, everything. But I'm not going to show you that version because I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. But I would like to show you how things start, right? So this is how it starts, and sometimes I'm like, Pau, can you change up this thing or this pose, and then he comes back to me with the edited version. Nice behind the scenes art. Yes, this is what you guys like, right? Okay, and then we get this, for instance. This is very sketchy. This page was also drawn. Yeah, it was completely done. Here, Pau is finding the poses of the characters. Pau is really good with perspective. Also, this is also it's fascinating to see you, but you don't really see it here with the sketches. But once the background comes in, then you can really tell that he knows where everything is and everything works. That looks good. Very nice. Roland's always asking for previews. Not that I would disagree. Yeah. Yes. Too many previews. This is the thing. Every page tells a little story, and I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm very sparse with sharing previews. Here we have another one. Battle sequence. Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see what's going on. So often Pau has many characters to deal with, but he always makes things work, and always in different ways that I never thought of. I write the script, I have this visual in mind, and then Pau comes back to me with a completely different visual, and I'm like, okay, this can work also. So yeah, this page, by the way, did not make it. So this page has been scrapped. Yeah. So yeah, I thought let's close this off with something cool, something positive, something that I love. I love making comic books and working with awesome artists like Pau on this award-winning comic, guys. So yeah, stop sharing. So yeah, great inked drawing of Legend Fighting Malachus by Eder Messias. Yes, I shared this on Twitter, I think yesterday. Yes, yeah, Eder is great. He's very fast, very reliable, great artist. Okay, guys, before we close off, I want to remind everyone, yes, here we go. You can still back Perfect 10 issue 3 and Crossworlds, guys. So yeah, get on this. I was a bit suspicious that part of this was shadow banned. I still think it is, but I'm not sure. It's all a bit vague. But you can still back it, guys. Awesome art. So yeah. And you can also sign up for American Bliss, Father's Pride. I hope we can launch a campaign soon. It all depends on Eric and Michael. So yeah, stop sharing, guys. I want to thank you all for watching, for being here with me, for listening to me stutter and ranting. I love you guys truly because without you guys, I can't even make comic books. So I really appreciate it. I have a few extra streams for a drink with Brink, because it's my vacation. So tomorrow I have a drink with Brink with Piper. We talk about Rift Riders or Rift Raiders. Rift Riders. I think it's Rift Riders. So yeah. I hope to see you guys then. Thanks again for showing up. Please like the stream if you liked it. Please share it if you didn't like it. Okay, I'm sorry. Give it a dislike. And I hope to see you on the next stream, guys. Thank you all so much. Bye bye.